Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here with a CAS on the Gossip Girl characters. First of all, I watched Gossip Girl ages ago, like ages and ages ago, but this was a requested video by a few of you and very persistently requested actually. So I thought I would do it, but do be kind because I watched this so long ago. I think I only watched season 1 and half of season 2 because I was obsessed in season 1 with Gossip Girl. I adored it. And then I don't know if you guys agree with me, but season 2 just seemed to go really downhill. I don't know, I just didn't really like it. So I didn't continue watching it. So really these characters that I'm making now, it's probably more based on how they appear and what they're like in the first season. But anyways, still fun to do nonetheless. And we're starting off with Serena Vanderwoodson. She is absolutely gorgeous, played by Blake Lively, who has a very unique look in Hollywood. I feel like she's not your typical beautiful woman in Hollywood. She's kind of got a very unique look. It's a bit girl next door. She looks more like a normal person in my eyes. But then, of course, when she's got such beautiful hair that kind of cascades down her shoulders in the show, and it's just so voluminous. Voluminous? Voluminous. I don't even know the word. It's just got so much hair going on, and I love her hair. She also has an incredible figure, I think. As well. I don't know. I've never seen anyone to pull off so many different kinds of dresses. Like if you look at her at award shows, it's just like her outfits are incredible and they're so experimental, but she just can pull them off. I don't know. Girl's got an amazing figure, that's for sure. Good hair and a lovely, kind face. So I like her. I like her look. But of course, in Gossip Girl, from what I remember, she was like at some special place because she got in trouble, so she's been away for a while, and the series starts with her returning back to her school where her old best friend Blair was, and Blair was a little bit jealous of her because Serena used to be the it girl, and then Blair got to be the it girl, and then when she comes back it kind of shakes things up a little bit. So anyways, I think the best part of Serena is that she wears some amazing clothes. I don't know. That's probably my favorite part of this show is the clothes and the interior spaces. I just love seeing how they really put the show together and the staging and whatnot. I thought it was really, really well done. But anyways, in The Sims, it's difficult to find clothes that actually suit the characters. The clothes, in the show, a lot of the clothing was very mismatched, very layered. Handbags were definitely a must accessory, but obviously we don't have that in The Sims 4. So I was just trying to try different things here. I don't know. It's a bit of a hot mess, but I think in the end we get something that she could potentially be dressed in. Well, at least if she was a Sim, she would be. But of course, I think definitely in this show they're more glamorous than what we can achieve in The Sims. But I give it my best shot. And her hair color is really yellow here. Just because her hair is yellowy, like blondie yellowy, but not like gross yellow. I don't know. I really dislike this hair color in The Sims. I don't know why they put this color in, because all they needed to do was just make it a little bit more muted, a little bit more realistic, and it would have been a perfect, more yellowy, beachy blonde. But anyways, I also have this issue with Nate where we can't get the right hair color for Nate, because Nate is, I don't know if you guys will actually understand me when I say this, but he is fair. Like, obviously he has darkish hair, but you can tell that he's got blonde undertones going on, I think. I hope that does make sense. So I was like, I want to make him a blonde in The Sims, but in the show he technically has brown hair, but there's no like brown hair with a bit of blonde through it or blonde undertone for me to use. So that's kind of annoying. Anyways, for Serena, we give her a nice blazer. There's a lot of blazers in the show and kind of a somewhat A-line skirt. Or a flippy skirt at least with some heels and lots of accessories. The girls wear a lot of jewelry, especially Serena. She has some really big earrings on. And the traits are pretty off. I said that Serena wanted to find the one. I know that she and Dan ended up together. I think they got married in the end. But anyways, moving on to Blair. Blair was my favorite character. I just loved how well she played the bitchy queen bee kind of thing. I just thought it's just a great job. Definitely a great job. Leighton Meister, the actress, was fantastic in this role, and I love her look. I think she has as well another unique look. I don't know, the same as Blake, but her looks maybe, I think it's more her fashion that I liked more on the show than Serena's probably. I enjoyed how preppy it was, and I wish in The Sims 4 they had headbands because she needed a headband. I mean, come on, she totally needed one. But, you know, we just get the nice, simple brown hair to the side in the end, and we also use this updo too because she does wear her hair up quite a bit in the show, especially for formal occasions. But the hair to the side, just imagine that it has a headband. In the thumbnail, I may just draw one in, I don't know, because she looks like she really needs one. Her face shape, I don't know if you guys think that these look like the characters. I think Blair and Serena, I think I did a pretty good job of them in sim form. It's pretty hard. Like, it's hard to make characters in The Sims look like them in real life. But I think I did an all right job. The boys, on the other hand, not so much. I don't feel like I did nearly as good job on them as I did with the girls. But you guys let me know. It's just, I love the challenge of just giving it a shot anyway. And they are on the Sims 4 gallery if you want to download them. They're there. My username is Deligracy with a capital D. So just search that and it should come right up. But anyways, Blair obviously has a very preppy aesthetic when it comes to her fashion. She loves tights with patterns on them, A-line skirts, preppy jackets, and just lots of beautiful things, really, with a lot of embellishments and extra pieces on top of them, which there isn't a whole lot of in The Sims 4, but we try our best. Right now, you need to imagine a headband on her head. That is for sure. But I thought this outfit was okay. Forgot to do Serena's other outfits, so we're just going back to do her exercise stuff and her party wear, which, what do we do for party wear? Oh yeah, this dress I thought really suited her. One thing that Blake Lively does have is amazing boobies, I have to say. We're all thinking it. She does. Swimwear, pretty simple. There wasn't a lot to choose from. I only remember Blair's swimwear from the show. I think she had a red polka dot bikini on in the first season, I think, possibly. I don't know. But her formal wear, I thought this kind of frilly dress suited her, and we needed a few necklaces on with her hair up. I thought it looked quite nice for her. It's just choosing the colour, really, that I wasn't sure about, but we go with the Mwave colour, which I actually used for Hermione in the Harry Potter CAS I did. I don't know, for exercise wear, I just kind of put a few things on that I would imagine her wearing, and her sleepwear had to be a very feminine pajama set, of course. But anyways, her eyebrows, I love Leighton Meister's eyebrows. They're so cool. They're so different, but I think they look awesome all the time. And she has some big pearl earrings because she always has a bit of a traditional essence about her. No polka dot bikinis available. Do correct me if I'm wrong though. I could have got that wrong. And we've just put her in red then. She wants to throw the best parties. She's materialistic, a snob, and a perfectionist, which I think suits her character pretty well. Alrighty, moving on to Chuck. He is the bad boy in the first season, at least, of Gossip Girl, and he always wears suits. I just think the fashion or the outfits for him are just classic. I love them, and they're so over the top, but awesome, just awesome. I think whoever's job it was to style this TV show must have had the best job in the entire world, because I don't know, it would just be so much fun. And all these characters have quite different styles. I think Serena also had like a bit of boho chick in her look a lot of the time. I don't know. I think a lot of layered necklaces and kind of more flowy tops made me think that. I don't know. I like her look though. But Chuck, his look is really difficult to make on The Sims. I don't know. I really struggled with him. It takes me quite a while to start getting his face together. His jaw is quite predominant, and its jawline's very difficult in The Sims 4 because on males, they look very, very, very angular. So if you want to do a really strong jaw, you'd think it would be easy, but it's like over the top, if that makes sense. He has lovely eyes, and his eyes aren't that big. He has smaller eyes, but his look, many women find very handsome. I have a few friends who crush on him so much. He's not really my style though, but I appreciate that he has a different look, and I think his suits are so funny. In The Sims 4, the suits available were a little bit too old man, I felt. Not old man, but more business oriented. I don't think that they particularly showcase his character very well, but if there was just like one with a bow tie that didn't have a buttoned shirt underneath it, or a shirt that was like, you do need a button shirt, but like the one with the bow tie in The Sims is clearly a tuxedo. I just wanted a more casual bow tie look with a suit jacket, and I think that would have really nailed the Chuck look. And I know, we do all right. I tried to dress down some of these jackets of his by giving him rolled up pants with socks and shoes, because I did notice that a couple of times in the series. But he wants to be successful in his career and make lots of dollar bills, which I thought suited him quite well. Dan Humphrey, who, I better not do this spoiler, but he ends up... Actually, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that in case some of you guys are watching the series. But anyways, Dan Humphrey starts off as the guy who doesn't have a lot of money, who gets a scholarship to the school where the other boys go. And he makes friends with Serena and is brought into this crazy affluent world in New York on the Upper East Side when he's not really naturally a part of it. Like, it's not really who he is, but he kind of gets sucked into it, and he ends up making friends with these people, and he's got quite an interesting storyline. Personally, I don't find him handsome at all. I know some of you guys will be like, oh my god, Deli, he is a beautiful man, what is wrong with you? But I don't know, I didn't really understand his casting in the show, because I think he was meant to be quite attractive, but I don't know. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. That's just how I understood the show anyway. But he was hard to make as a sim as well. I felt like this sim just looked like kind of a neutral sim. I don't think it particularly looked like Penn Badgley, who is the actor. I think he just kind of looks like someone else. I don't know. But I gave it a shot. He's a tough one. And I don't think the limited hairstyles really helped either, because his hairstyle is... I don't know, more, I don't know, not more, probably less spiky. That's what I'm thinking. His outfits are a little bit more casual. He wears jeans a lot. It would have been great to get like an untucked shirt with a tie, because that's what he wore to school. And just some board shorts there. We're about to make Nate Archibald to finish it up. And I do make him blonde for a while, because I'm like... He needs to be between blonde and brunette. He does have brown hair, but I don't feel like it's that dark. I don't know. It needs to have some more blondie tips in it. This starts off really not looking like him. I think I was struggling at this stage because I really needed a break. I really needed to go and have some lunch. So I did stop halfway through. And I think in the end we make... I think he looks kind of like Nate in the end. You'll see in a second anyway, but the skin color was wrong as well, so we have to get rid of that or fix that up in a second. Here I'm like, oh my gosh, doesn't look anything like him. Let me try some different face shapes. And then you go straight back to what you began with, which happens a lot for me. But Nate Archibald is very attractive. I think he's a very pretty boy. Probably a little bit too pretty for me. Oh gosh, I sound so selective. I'm like, I don't like him, but other people like him. I don't like him. He's too perfect. But anyways, they're all attractive in their own ways in the show, I suppose. But here he is. I think he looks a little bit like what he's meant to, a little bit. And we do make his hair brown because it's not that blonde in the show, obviously. But I was tempted to leave it like that. If I was going to actually play with these characters in my game, I feel like I would probably make him blonde just because I could. And I would just prefer that, I think. Their eye colors, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I got them right. I think Serena has blue eyes and Nate has blue eyes and the others have brown. And I know there's more characters in Gossip Girl. But, you know, once you've made 5 of them, it's quite draining. So I just did the characters that I felt like I wanted to make the most. He's athletic as well because I think he's a polo player. He's flirty. And I think he fell in love with Serena and Blair. At least in the book it said that he was in love with both of them. So I said that he had commitment issues because he didn't know who he wanted to commit to. But that might be completely different in how the show ends. I'm not sure. So that's why that's there. Easy enough to change the traits though. And he wants to flirt and be with as many different girls as possible as a sim. Not really spot on for his character in the show, but I thought it'd be interesting to play that if he were a sim. Or he is a sim as a sim. But yeah, he wears no shirt to bed and just some little jockeys, I guess, and then he's got nice party wear. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll speak to you soon.